If it actually goes over. There we go. Hello.
Hey, there it is.
There it is.
Hey, and here we are.
Hi.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Expanse Actium, episode 30, season 4. This is the Spice Must Roll, TSMR, where I bring people from all over Twitch and other places to play tabletop RPGs set in science fiction universes. Sometimes, custom, sometimes from big franchises. This is from the official Expanse RPG done by Green Ronin Publishing. Go buy it. It's good. They also have full layouts of ships and stuff like that you can use as well for your own games and such. So it's a good system.
Hey, Green Ronin, give us money.
Thank you.
Please.
Or at least cool shirts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Send us
Speaking
all
of cool
hardcover
shirts.
copies of the book.
yeah.
Will work for swag.
I'd like
I'll
to
work
pay
for
these. I'd like to pay these people as well. More, that's the advantage. We're doing it for fun, but we'd like to do it for money as well. Anywho, and speaking of money, we have merch. It's in the description below if you're watching this on YouTube. Go check it out. Go buy it, especially the A team, the Actium team shirt. And there's a special Cass edition, which is just more bullets. I'm also
Everyone
working
is
on.
Cass.
I'm working on a version of the Belt of Load of Brutness with nice chibi versions of Highland and Jata, like little of their faces, like in a cartoon style.
Oh my god, I love that.
So we'll have more stuff like that. Welcome though, everybody. Let's before we get started, let's just say to the whole cast, how y'all doing today?
It's the weekend.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen,
The
the weekend.
the weekend.
My bit. I can't even say it. Say it for me. Say it for me,
Wig.
HP. Say the thing. The
Bitch
wig
wig.
thing. Bitch wig, yes. Rude ass
Wig is
bitch
the new
wig.
term.
Yeah, that's our new thing that we're gonna say. But also that my wig is being a rude ass bitch wig.
Yeah.
So
Which has nothing to do with
Right.
your wigs.
All right, let's get to the introductions real quickly. HP, who are you? And where can they find you?
I'm HP Braincase. I am a variety caster here on Twitch, and you can find me pretty much anywhere on the internet just by Googling HP Braincase, but primarily twitch.tv/HP Braincase, and hopefully some new stuff on YouTube soon. So that'll be youtube.com/channel/HP Braincase.
Nice. And who do you play on the Active?
I play Lennox Cassidy, once upon a time cop / bodyguard from Earth, who has made his way out into the belt after being kicked to the curb by the Earth government, and in this season has been insinuating himself into the corporate underbelly of the belt in hopes of finding information on Sebastian Pope, our current quarry.
Awesome. And Dr. Drones.
Oh, and I use lightning attack.
Yes.
Chain lightning.
Dr. Drones, who are you? Where can they find you, and who do you play here on the Actium?
Well, I'm Dr. Drones. They can find me at that link in chat, !cast if you missed it. And here on the Actium, I play Mark Finch. I'm the pilot and guy who fires most of the ship weapons.
There you go. That's the link. Spice merch and this stuff.
You really need to alias that to TSMRCH.
Yes, I do. Yeah, and former Martian Navy, aren't you? There for Mark. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Guilty as charged.
All right. Next, we have Mythmatic. Who are you? Where can they find you? And who do you play here on the Actium?
Hi, everyone. I am Mythomatic. I am an immersive cinematic storyteller over on my Twitch channel. I also have a new YouTube channel that has sprung up called Deep Woodsman. So if that's something you're interested in when it comes to me being outdoors, doing survival stuff, doing survival stuff and going out in the woods and with me and my dog. And if you like that stuff, check it out. I also recently have a TikTok as well, so you can see some of my shorts of my role play as well. I do Mortal Online 2, Star Citizen, and Red Dead Redemption 2 role play. And I also am a GM over on Table Story. So if you want to check out me in some other tabletop games, that's a great place to find me. As for today, I will be Werner Highland, or also known as just Highland, or the Professor, if you Cass. He is a belter, and he is a survivor, ex-pirate, and now just sort of wanderer of the stars. And this is his current crew.
Sweet. All right. Then we've got Buster. Buster, who are you? What do you? Where can they find you? And who are you playing here on the Actium?
Hi, my name is Buster Destroyer. You can find me on twitch.tv/Buster Destroyer and other social media as Buster Destroyer, and like Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that. And sometimes you find me as Buster Destroyer, like on TikTok. But I do a lot of Star Citizen streaming, and of course I play 2 games here in this group: the Spice Must Roll. This one and of course Star Trek Vasquez, like several other people in this cast. And I would like to kind of take this opportunity to announce that there is a new TSMR game coming, another Star Trek game. I will actually give away the name of it. It's going to be called Star Trek Shran. And it is a bit of a sister campaign to the Vasquez. And we have a really great cast lined up, including Paul. Paul finally gets to play Star Trek Adventures, so
Hell yeah.
so it'll be fun, and some other really great people. And I'm just really excited. And yeah, the concept is kind of MASH, like like do 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 do. Remember MASH, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
No.
but it's gonna be the
series finale of MASH was the most watched TV event ever for a very long time.
Yeah, for like a 30-40 year span almost. But yeah, so we're gonna have a new show coming with TSMR, as well as some return of some other stuff that's coming in the future too. So
Yeah.
cool. That's me. And I play Sloan. I play Sloan Maddox, the captain. She's just, she'll let you know.
She'll let you know.
She'll let you know.
She'll
And
unify
Paul?
all world under
Yeah,
devastation.
true.
And through her megalomania. I'm still mad that somebody thinks she's a megalomania. Like, that always is stuck in my brain since Paul had that on like somebody's file about her.
Ava Sarala says
Like
you're
2
a
seasons
megalomaniac,
ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's gonna unite the world with her good looks and her charming ways.
And before we dive into the game, Paul, I just have one question for you.
Sure.
If you could give us a refresher on the of where we're at with things, that'd be great, because everybody here needs to know. What happened?
Yeah, there we go. Yes. Before we do that, though, I also would like to shout out Meyer. Meyer plays Jata, who is a belter, totally not OPA.
Not OPA.
Not OPA. And Meyer is a voice actor and variety caster on Twitch. He is, unfortunately, because he's a variety caster on Twitch, he's not able to make it be with us here today because he has obligations, sponsorship obligations. So he won't be able to. He should be back next week, but we'll see. So
he's going to be a bit mysterious this season.
He'll be a little in and out sometimes.
In and out.
Yes.
He's
all right.
Out of phase with reality.
So a quick recap for those of you who have missed the last episodes. The crew has been searching the entire series. They've been trying. They first started off as just kind of fixers for a guy by the name of Benji, and then Benji double-crossed them, tried to kill them, and then they spent 2 seasons trying to kill Benji. Eventually killed Benji, but then found out that there is a Benji was working for another guy named Pope, Sebastian Pope, and who's also kind of been in the background a lot for this series. And in the process of trying to find and kill Pope, they have found themselves without money and no real job prospects. So they've been following a lead because they got a mysterious message from a former Martian Marine friend called Cortez. And so they're trying to figure out, they found out that he sent this message from some ship, possibly, or station or something in orbit of Europa. And in the meantime, they also have a job from a very well-to-do entrepreneur, Belter, to recover some valuable assets that were taken by a client who skipped out on helping him. So they're trying to go through this old wreckage and find stuff at the same time. All the while, they know they're being tracked by somebody who planted a very obvious tracker on their ship. So lots of intrigue and mystery coming on in this next season. But before we get to the game, let's get to the opening. All right. So we pick up the crew in flight, heading out to this wreckage, which is only a couple of hours away. So you've got some downtime. So what are you all doing while this is happening? While this is going on?
Cass is probably fastidiously getting ready for what is likely to be his first spacewalk in several months.
Okay. doing like exercises and stuff like that. Just like I'm imagining
just like getting himself ready, because like he's been on the ship for a while now. Like he gets it, but also it's still space. He's not scared like the courier from episode 1, but
yeah.
he respects space.
You respect space, that's right. You don't try to control it, you respect it. And that's what people DNS need to realize.
I'm imagining like Cass is like putting on his EVA suit and doing like motions and just like getting himself ready while like both Jata and Highland are looking at him like, the hell are you doing?
Coffee.
Yeah, like okay.
Hey,
What's he doing?
stretches are important. I'm not as young as I used to be. I figured you'd understand, Professor. Last thing I want to do is pull something out there.
Right. Well, nothing really pulls when you're out there. Unless it is bigger than you. And if that's the case, it's something you can stop.
That's deep bumper,
Right.
is what Jata says.
It's like they kind of look at each other and making zero sense.
I guess probably just I stop and I look and I'm like, okay, and it goes back to like cinching up his suit.
Sloan, what are you doing in this time?
Probably like overseeing any preparation that needs to be made for a salvage op, like making sure things are in place and we have plenty of like kind of open space in the cargo bay. Just like some, kind of little odds and ends and making sure that's all ready, but also like making sure everybody's fed. Basically being a den mother, I guess. God, it's like the Lost Boys and Wendy.
I like to imagine that Jesse is sitting on the floor in the galley with like IKEA instructions surrounded by all the parts to the smoker.
Yeah. As you're trying to get everything, you're like go around trying to get everything. You'll see Jesse's like following behind you, being like, what the heck is this? You know, he's like holding up like.
I just like look at him, just like I don't even say anything. I just look at him like, and then do like a.
I don't know. You're the expert. I don't know. We don't do these stuff on Earth
Fine.
anymore.
And then she starts helping him, and they're done within like half an hour.
Yeah.
It's like boop. And like, you know, the exhaust goes into the right, like, you know, like
ports,
it has, the ports, like there's exhaust for it and everything. Yeah.
Here's
Like
where you feed in the pellets.
I imagine it being like a module that's added to the kitchen. Like it's basically another, like it's like goes right next to everything, and it's just sort of like a new counter, essentially, is what it kind of comes out to looking like. A new counter added to the kitchen. So doing kitchen remodeling, you know. I even got some new linens for the table. Things like that.
All right. In the meantime, Mark, I want you to give me a perception check. Perception check bonus +2 bonus because you're on the you're flying the ship. I'm pretty sure.
I would be, yes. Additional modifiers 2.
And question marks for possibilities.
I got you. 19 with 6 stunt points.
Ooh, okay. So you notice that there is a lot of traffic around you that you weren't anticipating. Nothing too off. Nothing like obvious. It's not like there's someone like obviously following you, or there's someone obviously coming towards you, or anything like that. But it's just, it's a lot busier in this area than you think. And you know, busy in space. Space is big, y'all. So busy in space is relative. But like you were expecting maybe like one ship in the distance, way far away. But you're seeing like 4, which you're like, that's not something you'd usually see in this region of space, in this region of the belt. So
I believe the Firefly quote is "getting awful crowded in my sky."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Give me a minute. I'm looking at the stunt point options here.
Also 6 on the Dromedai. The churn goes up.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. For those of you who don't know what the churn is, just a quick synopsis. It is a chaos meter. The more things get done, then the more things are the more things that get done in the game, the specific things happen, the more chance of chaos unraveling around the crew. So even if everything's going right, something can go wrong.
It's like those moments in the show where things are going well, and then suddenly, like there's a sudden sea change that unexpected, something goes bad. That's getting caught up in the churn.
Yep.
I think I'm going to go with Lucky Break for 3 stunt points. This test result leads fortuitously to putting 2 and 2 together later, so not right now. Treat one irrelevant focus as a tangential one on the next test you make to unlock a lead related to this test, and then the additional 3 stunt points to the churn.
Okay. But you spent 4 stunt points. Oh no, you didn't spend 4 stunt points, did you?
Yeah, you have to spend 4 on a single stunt.
Yeah. Okay.
So all the best stunts increase the churn. If you spend 4 or more on a single stunt, the churn also.
I didn't do that.
Yeah. or you spend 4 or more to change a die roll, I think.
Yes.
I think it's a single expenditure of 4 or more.
Mm-hmm.
Also increases the churn.
So, nothing. What was the second part of that? Something about tangential?
If he makes another check later with an unrelated focus, he can count it as related.
Okay.
No, it's treat one irrelevant focus as tangential one on the next test you make to unlock a lead related to this test.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that's all right. It's weird You know, that's all you got. Is that it's kind of suspect. There's some suspect there. You know. But mostly everything kind of goes by fairly uneventful as you're flying out into the black. And you reach the wreck. You start picking up the wreck. The thing is about the wreck when you first see it, Mark will be the first one who sees this, is that the wreck is not really visible. There's no like distress signals. There's nothing that would indicate that a wreck is there. The only reason why you know the wreck is there is because you're looking for it, and because you know the area of space it is. So this is a completely silent wreck, as if no one was ever here. But there's nothing else around it. Nothing around in space. It's just there.
So I call the captain up to the bridge.
Okay.
All right, I'm coming. Give me a second. I'm coming. I'm on my way. I'm just trying to find the buttons. I'm trying to find the buttons, and I'm trying not to hit the start streaming button. Oh. All right.
I imagine in canon, she's still trying to get like Jesse's just like, but this doesn't make any sense, and you're like, just shut up, Jesse.
Honestly, like out of character, my stream deck has crapped, so it's like I have to, you know. Anyway.
All right.
You gonna get the foot pedals then?
Shut up! I don't want to talk about it.
Me neither.
All right. What do you need? I'm here. She's coming up the little ladder.
We're at the wreck. But it's awfully dark over there. And I point.
And what do I see
When
you point?
You're pointing at the screens, right? Because you're not in visual range yet.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So she just kind of looks at it and she's like, "Well, it is, isn't it?" What? I'm trying to think of the words. Suggestions.
Well, I assume you want to approach it. I want to do a scan to see if there's any other ships near, behind it, that kind of thing.
All right. Yeah, let's take a defensive stance here, and then I'm gonna kind of chime through the ship. Hey, everybody, we're here. We kind of need to check it out before we get there. So, you know, if you guys could come to the bridge and help out, that'd be cool. That'd be really, really cool of you.
On my way. Wrong button.
The helium's getting to cast a little early.
There's like a helium thing going off.
Sorry, the oxygen mix in my suit was wrong.
Classic mistake. Classic. We'll be right there, boss man.
Right on.
Damn it, Island! I told you to stop backfilling my air tanks with helium.
All right. So you want to do a ping, like an active ping, an active sweep? Okay. Give me a perception check +2.
Okay. Submit. Secret. Submit. 10.
Nothing. You don't see anything.
Okay.
It just looks like the wreck from this distance.
We've got the bleeps,
Perfect.
the sweeps, and the creeps.
The what?
All right. So I assume you approach the wreck carefully.
Yeah, like a,
Very
you know,
carefully and very
like-
slowly.
yeah, I was about to say a pretty slow speed. I would want.
What is the problem?
We're just being cautious. You never know who's out there.
Very well.
I mean, we did also go down into the hold and specifically discuss our plans to go to this rack next to the thing with a microphone that was broadcasting to somebody. So, you know,
Yeah, that too.
we're kind of baiting an ambush here. It'd be good.
Right.
Weapons powered. Or power weapons.
Okay.
All right.
But, you know, quietly. They're really loud sometimes.
Posting in.
All
Well,
right.
before we talk, I have a question and a suggestion.
Mhm.
Before we talk, I can go out and I can hold on to the Actium as you're coasting in, and I could let go, and I can be shot toward, of course, at a safe speed, of course, hopefully, shot toward the wreck. I could then land on the wreck and start secure it while you are docking. Therefore, we would get a jump on them if there's anyone inside. I could also tell you if there is anyone inside before you dock, if it is any issue.
Wait, you want to hang on to the hull and jump over to the... That's insane. I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's very in character for Jata to say, I'm going to stay with the ship.
Yep.
Yeah. I do not want to do this. I do not think that this one is for me. So yeah, she just kind of, all right, let's go get prepped and pick your spot.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
as I think he's already up there in the suit, but he just has the helmet on, and then he heads out downstairs and latches on a helmet.
Okay, so
and then starts to cycle an airlock.
You have a weapon with you? You
Take
have
a weapon
pistols
with you.
or whatever?
yes, of course.
And he has a knife.
Yeah. All right, so the door...
Absolute nut job.
As the ship is coming
Oh, I'm sorry, was my radio on?
As the door cycles, it opens up, and you can easily just step out onto the deck with your mag boots on. Yeah.
Okay.
You know. You can feel the rumble of the ship as you get to the exterior, like 'cause it's an older ship, so you can feel the vibrations as the engines are still blowing, like as you're going on top of it.
I'm ready, boss man. You let me know. I think we're moving a bit too fast, though, so you're going to need to kick it into a less. Well, you just let me know when it's ready.
Mark, come to a slower pace.
I'll tea kettle us over.
Give me a piloting check.
I'm gonna try and come in like we were going to dock, slow, and then just not stop to actually dock. Like keep going past.
Yes,
okay.
Right on my level.
Give me a piloting check, and because as you're getting close, you can already see little bits of debris. Your collision systems are warning you that there are like tiny bits of debris that are still around floating around the ship.
Yeah, that could fuck me up.
Yeah.
How's a 19?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
You're able to like maneuver it, but Highland, as you're sitting on the exterior, you see like phew, like you see like a bolt come by your head a little bit, and you start realizing that there are tiny bits of debris that are outside.
Am I outside yet, or am I about to cycle the airlock? Because I thought I was in the airlock.
Oh, you're still in the airlock? Okay, I thought you were out on the exterior. You know,
I think what I'll do is maybe cycle the airlock again as I start seeing bolts and things.
Yeah,
This is dumb.
I'm gonna cycle the airlock and probably grab some sort of barricade, a shield, and if there isn't one,
like a hull plating.
Yeah, like hull plating, but I don't know if we have any just scrap down there.
Wow.
You know what I would probably do is grab a piece of the smoker. No, because that's in the kitchen. What would be down?
You would have hull plates down there to like repair.
For repairs, yeah.
Yeah.
For repairs? Oh, yeah, then I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll grab
like
a whole
crate
plate.
that something came in that you can just like take the lid off of.
Yeah, I'll do that. And then I'll just use that as like some sort of shield, and then I will then continue.
Or just use Jata as a shield. We don't care.
Jata's in his room.
And then I'll get some straps as well, and put that around so it's like on my arm like a buckler, and then I will go outside.
Give me a for that whole wonderful thing.
Thank you.
Give me a what was a good one for this one? Give me a intelligence check for this.
Okay.
Improvisation.
Improvised weapons. Improvisation would probably do well.
Yes.
Is that under intelligence?
That's actually a talent. Improvisation is a talent.
Yeah, it's a talent that lets you do skills that you don't have the focus for.
But it does say, requirements for it are intelligence 1 or willpower 1. So I would imagine like you could
Oh, I
kind
do
of
have
use
it, yeah.
intelligence or willpower. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So like this is something you would like. This is the reason why I'm letting you do it, because this is A, in character, and B, you have that skill already.
Right.
So it's like
Dexterity. Oh, no, sorry. You want intelligence?
intelligence. Yeah.
Any modifier?
No modifier. Okay.
Nice.
So you strap it to your arm. You strap it to your arm pretty well. You want to use any of the stunt points to help out with that?
Oh boy. No.
Well, I probably should. I'm going to be doing the whole thing as a stunt.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Is this inside the cargo hold where I'm doing this action, or can
Yeah,
this be tied into?
It can be tied into the airlock. It can be tied in anywhere
Okay.
you want, because like, see, you could do like general exploration, investigation.
Hey, I'll just. You know what? I'll just throw it into the churn.
Okay. All right. So you get up right close. The ship is like the airlocks are lined up, ready for you to jump. And I just need you to give me a free fall check if you're gonna jump.
Yeah, don't screw it, because you'll just launch on the other side.
I missed.
Yeah, okay.
Don't worry, there's plenty of space for me to catch you if you miss.
Yep. Space being the word. Free fall.
Which is I
And
think
I'm
dexterity.
free fall.
Yeah, perfect. All right.
For a brick, he flew pretty good.
Pretty good.
So you leap out of the airlock as you heading towards the ship. The Actium kind of disappears behind you. Excuse me. As it goes in, as it
Bless you.
directs its stuff, you have the kind of shield up with you as you're flying towards it to protect anything. You hear some slight tings as you get close to it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just beating away and like swimming through some of it as it's just.
Yeah. But because you are a belter and because you've done this something like this many times, you're able to attach, like get up and just kind of like catch yourself onto the ledge of the airlock. So you're just on the outside. Yeah.
Okay, I'm on.
So, Paul, as we pass,
Mhm.
I'm going to turn the ship around for a reapproach,
Mhm.
but not bringing it all the way over.
Okay, give me another piloting check.
Got it.
I think Cass would be on scopes looking to make sure that the crate we're looking for isn't out in space.
Okay.
That's a hell of a
perfect.
number. 19 with 6 stunt points.
Stun points. Yeah. Do you want to use those stun points for anything? Because there are some space stunts you can do, some space combat stunts or chase stunts.
Let me take a look real quick. I might.
Could you stop raising the churn, Mark?
I haven't raised the churn yet,
You've gotten 6 on your drama die twice. I'm just saying.
and I've brought it down by how many?
That's fine.
3.
Just,
You're welcome.
Just be careful.
So technically, I'm at a net negative.
It's
and
my
then this
job
roll
to
puts
push
me
the
at
churn
net
up
0.
with stupid moves.
I can hear you, Cass, and I do not agree.
Cass, give me a perception check as well.
Alrighty.
Okay.
See, it's my job to raise the churn. My job.
And once again, for those who are like, what the hell is the churn? The churn is pretty much our drama meter.
Mhm.
Things happen when churn goes up.
Okay. I want to make a case for general exploration stunts the upper hand. If your success leads to combat within the encounter, You
Mhm.
receive a +3 on your initiative roll.
Okay.
'Cause I'm
I'll
flipping
take it.
around in case something's behind us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
And then the remaining 3 to the churn.
Gotcha. Okay. So, Cass, as he's flipping around and turning it, you're checking the scopes to see if you see anything. And the one thing you notice, which is you notice something that's out of place that you didn't expect to see. There's a ship's boat there. If anyone who knows what a ship's boat is, it's if the little shuttles. If you remember the first episode or first season, first episode, the little like shuttle that they were using, the Knight or whatever it was called, to go over to
Like a
investigate
little runabout thing.
Yeah, the runabout thing. That doesn't actually have, it doesn't have any Epstein drives on it, so it's like, it's got shorter range. But there's a boat there that doesn't look like it belongs.
Hey guys, just eyes open. We might not be the first ones here. I mean, we knew that, but the
You hear that, Highland?
What? No, what was that?
we've
We
got
may not.
we may
Go
not
ahead.
be alone. We've got a ship's boat on scopes that doesn't look like it belongs to this particular vessel.
Perfect.
How far out is it?
It's right next to the wreck,
Right next to the wreck.
which is why it was hard to see on scopes, because it's mixed in with the wreck is, by the way, the wreck isn't like
scan it to see if it's-
shattered into pieces. It's just a ship, like a hull with like you can see bits and pieces. It's hard to tell where the damage of like that killed it was, but you can definitely see there were shredded bits of the hull around it. So
What's
Like
that
it got
hole in the
into
side
a
of it?
fight.
That's the hole in the side of it.
yeah, you don't see you don't see like a big hole, but you definitely see like parts, like tiny little bits of holes, little like armor pieces chunked off, that kind of stuff. Like
Like it was on the bad end of some PDCs.
Yes.
I would like to scan that boat just to see if it's like powered up, or if it's sitting complete dead in the water, or life support, anything running.
Give me a check.
Kidoki. Perception. And secret.
Nice.
17.
You're up closer, so it's able to see it, but it's definitely active. The engines are not on. The power is not on.
Okay.
But it does not look like it has sustained any damage whatsoever.
Highland, it's I give him directions of like where he would walk along the outside of the hull from the airlock to get visual on it.
It's like on the other side from where the airlock was, where Highland is. It's the direct opposite side of that.
It's in the shadow of the ship from you. If you were to walk around the outside, you might be able to get eyes on it.
Copy that. I will make my approach now.
All right,
right.
watch yourself.
We'll skip to Highland. Highland, you're walking along the. Are you gonna walk along the edge of the? Are you gonna?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you're chomping around the side. Can you give me a perception check real quick?
Yes, I can.
Perception seeing, if you have it.
Perception seeing. Perception seeing.
Got an 18.
18. Okay. So as you're coming over the side, you see what they don't see, which is boarding cables, grappling cables, which have been shot out from the boat onto the wreck. And you see like a small person-sized hole, which has been cut into the side of the wreck on the other side. But you don't see anything else. The ship that seems to just be floating along with the rest of the wreck.
It looks like it is. I've got eyes on the boat. It's strapped up right here to the belly up right to it. How did you not see this?
When he says that, I'm thinking that this boat had to get here somehow. I want to do kind of a wider scan of the area.
Give me another perception check.
A 12.
You're not seeing any, but that perception check you did earlier with that you know,
The
tying back
bonus
to
luck.
that bonus. The ship, you're able to get a kind of a basic read off its drive signature, and you can tell that it's a ship that's registered. The boat is registered to one of the ships that was in the area.
Do I know what ship?
Yes, it's called the Phantom. What was that called? Phantom Menace. No, I'm gonna look at my notes. Hold on.
Bum, 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 bum,
Don't say
bum, bum.
Tharsis.
Phantom Penance.
It's called the Phantom Anya, Anas, the Phantom Anas.
And if I check my navigation charts to see if that ship's anywhere on a major lane.
Yeah, it's on a major lane. It's just it looks, your suspicions earlier seemed to be founded because it looks like it's just kind of lingering in the area, but it's obviously supposed to be, it's on a trajectory. It was originally on a trajectory course to, a Palace Station from the outer planets.
Okay, and now I'd like to do, I'm going to guess a navigation roll. I want to try and figure out how long it can linger and still catch up with its mothership if that ship keeps going on its course.
Give me navigation.
You got it. 17.
They got about 2 hours left.
Okay. Highland, that boat's not going to be here much more than another hour and a half.
Cass is like already on his way to the airlock to get his helmet on to back Highland up.
You want to take Jesse with you, or is Jesse can stay on the ship?
Jesse will do backup on the weapons consoles, I think,
Okay.
because this is looking like we might end up in ship-to-ship combat.
So that
Sloan,
gives
are
me
you-
an hour.
And
Sloan, are you going to?
I'm going to go ahead and
go ahead.
target this thing.
Okay, active target.
I'm not firing. I'm not heating up any PDCs. Just getting it locked into the system, ready to shoot.
So you're locking it with what? Because you're way close for a railgun shot. I think you could hit it with a railgun.
PDCs.
Yeah,
I
okay,
would
PDCs.
light it up with PDCs, not anything else.
Yeah, like railgun would destroy everything around that. It would cause a chain reaction and kill everyone. Yeah. So the PDCs aren't warmed up; they do deploy as you're targeting it. So
Let me specify that I would lock it with one PDC.
PDC. Okay.
I'm not going to have every PDC turn in that direction.
I think using the hull of this ship, I'm going to make my way. Highland's going to make his way onto
The boat.
Like up the cables.
Yeah.
like a pirate.
Okay. Give me.
If I
give
could put a
as
knife
you're
in my
going
mouth,
up
I
those
would, but I've got a mask there.
As
Give me
you're going
a-
up those cables, you look over and you see this PDC come out of its shell.
Yeah.
exactly.
Give me another free flight check or free fall check.
Okay, I can do that.
Is Highland communicating this plan?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't think he is. Scans would indicate if you have it that he was there or is there, but he hasn't communicated this. What am I making, a free fall?
Free fall. Yeah.
No, I'd be watching him. I wouldn't shoot if he was over there.
16.
16. Yeah, you all can follow each other's transponder codes on the suit. So you see his transponder start climbing up, like start moving up the cables that Natty's pointed at it. So yeah, you start climbing up. It's pretty easy. Just kind of pull yourself up along the cable line, just like little pushes every so often.
Of course, my head is on a swivel to see if I could see any signs of life or anything, but
Give me a
Mark-
perception check for that.
Mark, go ahead and dock us up. I get the feeling the professor's going to need a distraction here in a second.
make me what
Okay.
perception?
Sloan, are you staying on the ship or are you going out?
Well, given that Jata and Mark would typically stay behind, I would go too
Okay.
with the others. So So I'll suit up and all that, and get a
Mm.
weapon.
15.
Yada yada.
You don't see anything crazy, but you do see that seems to be some activity because you're close enough to see like the cockpit. You do see
Okay.
that there's something moving in the cockpit of this boat.
Okay. Typical. I don't see
anything crazy. I just see
Just
normal
knock on
someone's
it.
in the cockpit.
Yeah, you don't see like anyone pointing guns at you or anything like that. You just see like there's something in the cockpit. It's hard to tell if it's a person or if it's just it maybe because the gravity's off. Maybe something's bouncing around in there.
Because it would have been a person until you said that. Okay.
Do I have any reason to believe it may not be a person, or does it just take the
Yeah, I mean, because they're in 0G, because they're turning off the because when you're in
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they're not under
so
propulsion.
it's sometimes hard to read.
so something could be
Okay.
something could have been not
Yeah.
free.
All right. So
it could have
so
been.
Highland doesn't have any reason to think otherwise. Okay. He is.
I mean, I know Highland's paranoid, so I know Highland would probably be like, "There's someone on that ship. I'm going to murder them," or whatever. But
Take care of it. I just want to get on that ship and hide. But I'm not sure if I can cycle the airlocks without them knowing.
I'm gonna hang here for a bit and sort of observe the area. If I have any sort of visual on movement coming back toward the ship or anything like that, I will also study what the Actium is doing, because what I'd like to do is maybe hotwire this door open, but I don't know if I can do it with the time that I may or may not have. So I'm just sort of hanging out and observing and seeing and reading and see if I can even do it.
all right. So we're gonna cut
It's
to.
worth noting that I can't remember if this is something I'm making up or not, but unless it's been specifically rigged, I'm pretty sure airlocks in the Expanse on the inside, like if you manage to get into the airlock, if you broadcast an emergency code from your suit, the airlock will open.
In the inside.
Yeah.
And it's okay, HP.
Yeah.
It's a safety
If
feature.
if this is made up, because I don't mean to break it to you, but this entire story is made
Is
up.
made up.
No. What I mean is, I don't remember if it is canon to the Expanse
Got it.
universe. Or
I believe that we've used that before in game.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It works.
All right.
It's a fun rule.
On the inside, once you get inside the airlock, it can open up. Just because emergency procedures, will override because if someone's in the airlock dying, they don't want shipmakers don't want that to happen. So, all right, let's cut to the crew. You're going up for docking, a nice, smooth, easy docking because, well, I'll make Mark do a docking because he could screw it up. He could roll a 1. He won't. Or he could roll, triple 1s. But we'll see.
I have so many things that would
his
let me
piloting is plus
re-roll that.
6.
Huh?
So
it's plus
his piloting
6.
is plus 6. So his minimum number is a 9.
Which is still possible
I'm
to screw it up.
pilot.
He is in the middle of a debris field, so
The ship is literally an extension of my hand. So, let's see.
I know this ship
Literally.
like the back of my. What is that?
And like I said, I have things to re-roll this if it fucks up. So
yeah. Okay, you're fine.
Ooh.
I also want to make him roll because sometimes he rolls a 6 and that increases the churn no matter what he does.
Unless he reduces the churn.
You want to reduce the churn?
Does.
I think the maximum
yeah.
one is
Look
up to
at.
3.
I want to look.
Okay.
You want to come back to me and give me a minute to do this, or
Sure. I mean, you definitely dock. That's the thing. So, you dock pretty easily. Sloan, you and Cass are in the airlock as the doors. As you feel the boom of the ship docking.
Right. Shall we go through the airlock procedures?
Oh, I know what I want to use. Got it. It's a general exploration stunt.
Okay.
With a flourish, you impress everyone who watches your ability. Gain a +1 opposed test against them for the rest of the encounter.
And then
Anybody
2 to the
that's
turn.
watching this docking is like, God damn.
Yeah.
And 2 to the
That'd be me.
Okay.
turn.
So yeah, it's like it's almost as if you can tell that they're like just tiny particles. You not only do you dock, but you dock so well that you avoid all of the debris, so nothing is touched. And when you touch the front of the derelict, the derelict does not move at all, or imperceptibly move. Like Highland, you're on the edge. You don't even feel the clang of the ship as it docks. It's silent, and it looks like nothing happened. It was always
Like-
docked.
Like
Which
somewhere,
totally defeated Cass's point.
Yeah.
it's so good that somewhere, somehow, the song is going 369. Damn, that's fine.
Yeah. We finished docking and Cass put, Mark, we were supposed to make noise.
Right.
Well, good news, Cass. Now that's your job.
All right. Damn fine work.
Y'all cycle. Y'all cycle.
Hello.
Yep.
All right. You cycle the airlock, and the door pops open. And as the door pops open silently, you can see the wreck is dark. There are bits and pieces floating around it. But you see the airlock leads into obviously another door that's just gone. The door that should be the other airlock door that should have, like the 2 airlock cycling doors should be there is just gone. You don't see evidence of it being ripped apart or anything. It's just not there. And you see little flickers of lights, like emergency LEDs that are flicking on and off.
They must have had that faulty airlock we used to have.
That
From
thing
season
was
1.
that thing was a collector's model. Thank you very much.
Not the point. Randomly explodes. Not the point.
All right. Cass is gonna take point.
Yeah, she'll come in behind you. She's probably got a couple weapons on her, like a melee and maybe a rifle.
You got your
or
stun
something.
baton and your pistol. Or no, you had a rifle, don't you? You have a shotgun, don't you?
Actually, I think I'm best at pistols, so I would always
Yeah.
have a pistol with me. But yeah, probably shotgun too, just because she loves that shotgun.
So
I'm just thinking, like having it all clipped on.
yeah, are you using boots, or are you just gonna go Zergy?
Cass is gonna free fall since I've put points into it.
Okay, so give me a free fall check for that.
And I'm free.
Do you want to? Are you gonna be using boots there, Sloan?
I'm actually gonna use the mag boots.
Okay.
I know it might make a little noise, but him being floating would probably surprise somebody anyway. So
So
I can anchor him where if I need to, like I can grab at him or something.
So Cass, you turn off your boots as you're entering it, and you kind of push your way in. It's a lot easier than it used to be. That's for sure.
Pistol in hand.
Yeah. You want lights on or you lights off? Because it's very dark in there.
I'm lights off.
Okay. Do you have lights on, Sloan?
Yeah, like I'm gonna go into this like he's like kind of the one in the dark, and if somebody comes by, they probably wouldn't spot him right away. They'd spot me first.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying to stay like outside of her flashlight cone, sort of thing.
Yeah, like I'm imagining you like you're kind of up and to my left, like a little higher up, and I'm just pointing straight, so you're like there's no chance of it hitting you. Yeah, so yeah, that's kind of exactly. So,
All right. So you are able to walk through. You see little bits and pieces of the ship floating around, as well as like debris
course.
and stuff. Little bits of like you see some food packages that are still like
yeah,
sealed,
just
that
little
are-
things. Yeah.
But as you go forward, you're seeing this hallway leads up, and you see a door that's closed to your right, and an open door to your left, and a main a hallway goes into a bigger structure, which looks like it leads up and down to the main spine of the ship.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the open door first and kind of, like do the check. You know how to like clear in a room, like
Door's
coming up
corner.
to the edge,
Yeah.
looking around, that whole thing.
Nothing there. It seems like it was a storage room, an extra storage room, which is just not.
Yeah, everything's
Right.
floating in it. Okay.
Yeah.
If I float past the closed door, I'm going to try to catch myself on the wall and actually just like press my helmet to the door
Okay.
to see if
Give me
I
a
can catch any
smart.
vibrations or anything.
yeah. Give me a free fall check and then also a perception check. Perception hearing.
Free fall.
Okay. You catch yourself pretty
and
easily.
Perception.
You can't hear anything inside. It sounds it's nothing really. Just the vibration of your helmet touching the door.
All right, I'm going to look for a crank handle for the door since I assume the power's out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start coming. That's about when I would probably start coming that way, and I'm gonna like sort of assist him in trying to find a way to open it.
All right. There's a door. This is where you can like pump it, so you can like open the
Right.
door, like jack the door open.
Is it easier for me to do it since I've kind of
You're anchored, yeah.
yeah. So I do that, and I kind of give him, I give you like a signal, like, "Hey, I found it," and start pumping it.
I float upside down.
Well, you look better upside down. We know that.
That's a t-shirt. Go buy it. Merch store. That's the thing. Anyways, so you crank the door. The door opens just so
Weapon.
as the first like door opens, you feel like this rush of atmosphere just fly out of the door, but it quickly equalizes, and then as the door opens, you see inside there a functioning generator. Like someone had like either had it already there, it was wired up to the walls. It's just this portable generator. It looks less damaged than the area around it.
Okay. Is there anything else in there? Is there a person or like that's now dead from the thing?
Give me perception.
Okay. The window to the wall.
You don't see anybody in there.
Okay.
On my wrist console, I'm going to send a message to Highland that just says, if you decide to come play, watch out for decompression. We've got pockets of atmosphere.
Okay. All right. What's your next move?
If I can't really see, I'm gonna try to get a little into the room to get a better view of it. But
Okay.
slowly, I'm gonna go cautiously because you never know when a proto-molecule person's around the fucking corners.
I'm going to cover her from the
Okay.
doorway.
Give me a perception check.
Me or him this
You.
time? Okay.
Because you're going into the room now. So
Yeah. Hopefully it's easier because I'm inside. Hopefully what? How did I
8
get it?
stun points. No,
That's
it's
a
only
weird
4.
thing
It
that
should be
happens
only
when
be
you get
4.
triple.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's 4
It should
stun
only be
points.
4.
Do
Okay.
you-
Let me look.
Let me be
Here.
before we say this. I'm gonna say this. You turn around as you go through the doorway, and you look
Okay.
up, and you see you're staring down the barrel of an assault rifle as a dude who's like against the ceiling is pointing his assault rifle at you.
I just wave at him. I was like, oh, hi.
He shoots at you.
Fuck you.
So
okay.
that's why I was saying if you want to have stunt points, if you want to use some of those stunt points for that.
Okay,
for that
okay,
reaction.
okay. So now I can use that. Okay. I wave at him.
He's just
I'm
like,
gonna
"Ah."
use- Fuck you, Paul. I knew going into that fucking room, I was gonna be the one that got shot, like usual.
Look,
I know, I set myself up to be the
getting
tank
filled
here.
with bullets. Thank you very much.
Sorry, I'm just kind of looking for what would be. So he's like almost in with melee range, right? Like his weapon is right. Like I could grab his. Like could I reach up and like grab his weapon?
Yes, he's almost within weapon range. You could close the distance.
Okay. Because I kind of want to use the disarm stunt.
Okay, because you have 4 stun points, so.
Yeah, I know, and it's only 2 for disarm. So, I unlock the boots, and I go for a disarm, and so it's melee attack rolls opposed. If you win, you knock the enemy's weapon 1d6 strength meters away in the direction of your choice.
Okay.
So let's do that first. So let me do like a melee.
Yeah, so do a melee attack, which is just your strength check, I believe.
Fighting. It's just fighting.
Yeah, just fighting. 1d6 plus your fighting score.
But it's like. Wait.
It's, what does it say? It says.
I think it's just straight up fighting.
It's a general combat stunt, right? No, it's melee stunt. Disarm. You target to opposed melee attack rolls. If you win, you knock the enemy's weapon 1d6. Okay, so it's just it's just fighting.
Like 2 attacks. Yeah. So it is just straight fighting, and I'm gonna roll that, and then you have to roll against me. And I got. Oh, he won. He won that, so I didn't disarm him.
Yes. So he managed to he grabbed the gun and he pulls it away and then shoots it at you. You still have.
Did it hit me, or did it I just jostle it enough to sort of shoot down right by my armpit or something?
Now he needs to make the attack to determine whether he hits you.
Yes.
Well, no.
He's shooting, but he hasn't hit you yet.
Yeah, he hasn't hit you yet.
Oh, that's a free fall check. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't see that.
Is that a free fall check? Free fool.
Free fool. That was his fighting check opposing your disarming.
Yeah.
Now it's.
He has to shoot. Yeah. Now it's an accuracy check.
Oh, I still have 2 stunt points too.
Yes.
So, do I use those before you make the attack, or?
Yes, you can use those before you make the attack.
Okay. Well, since I'm still in melee range. I'm just looking. Give me 1 second, y'all. Sorry. Oh, here we go. Parry. I can parry it. So your opponent suffers a -1 to defense per SP spent until your next turn, as you guide their limb or weapon off center, throwing off their balance.
So it'll make it easier to hit him, but it won't affect his ability to hit you if you do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for holding it.
So he's got a -2 to his defense, which is actually pretty good. You can also do.
I still have 4. Or no, pardon me. I still have 2 points. Yeah.
You could just use take cover, which will give you a cover rating equal to the SP spent.
Okay. Yeah.
Or you can do duck and weave, which gives you extra defense up to the SP spent.
Where
Cover
are those?
Armor. They're general combat.
General combat.
Thank you.
So duck and weave would increase your defense, making you harder to hit. Take cover would give you cover, which gives you damage reduction instead of.
I'm gonna take the harder to hit. So. Duck and weave.
Duck and weave. So that works also narratively. You grab the gun and you throw it out of the way. And then you duck around. You try to grab it and throw it away, but then you just kind of
sort of try to knock it, and then also go to the side a little bit as I unlocked my boots. I kind of push off a little bit at the same time. So it's kind of a shoo, a little ballet there.
So he's got a -2 to hit.
Okay. Now he can make his hit. Right?
What is your defense? Yeah.
Let me look at that. That's a good question. Defense 12.
He hits you.
Okay.
And he's at 1 stunt point. He's going to do Overwatch. Your opponent suffers -1 to attack rolls per SP spent until the start of your next turn. So you've got a -1 to hit him. But now here's the stuff. So the defense is what matters, but it also matters is the...
Wait. Oh, never mind. He got a 14, so 14 would have made sense.
Yeah. Because now it's, if I remember correctly, now that he's
what matters
hit you,
is toughness.
Yes.
Yes.
So he rolls the attacks, and then if the rifle doesn't do enough damage, it'll the toughness and armor will reduce. So your toughness, you also have armor on. So
Okay.
any damage is going to be reduced.
Okay.
If 220 possibly.
Okay. So
Total damage of 12, and your armor is what?
my armor, my armor is 4. My toughness is 5.
Okay, so you reduce the damage by 5 from that, and now realistically you lose fortune equal to the remainder because you don't want to take an injury in the first turn of combat.
Yeah. So you just lose. What is it?
7.
7. Yeah. So 7 fortune.
And I think I have 24 fortune total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
You regain fortune
Uh,
at the end of every encounter,
Okay.
so you can.
So that's 7. So that puts me down to a 17.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
But you know, now you get a turn. Like technically,
Yeah.
it's or one of us gets a turn. I don't know
Well-
the initiative here.
well,
he
now-
just
Now we roll initiative. That was
Now you
kind
roll
of
okay.
initiative. Yeah.
It was like a surprise attack. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Sweet. So let's do that. The 3 of us.
Which is
For
just
initiative.
dexterity.
I get
Well,
to roll it with pistols. Thank you very
Yes.
much. Because I have a
I got a
pistol in my hand.
14.
He's got a 12 and 17.
Yeah,
With
I
3
have
stunt
a
points.
15, which I get to use. Normally, you can't generate stunt points on initiative. but
That's
because
right.
I
You have the thing.
2 pistol stuff.
Yes.
I get that, so I get to go first
Yay.
Yes.
And kick ass. Look
and
at you.
and hopefully kick ass. I get to do the cast thing.
Yes.
So I am going to kick into the room.
Okay.
But I'm not engaging my mag boots. I'm just flying past because I have tactical awareness. I can shoot at any point during my movement.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to kick into the room. I believe lightning attack costs 3.
God
Let
damn
me
it.
double check that.
Lightning attack is 2.
2. Oh, okay. Sweet. I went to a different. Oh, God, I lost the stunts. 1 second. I was in them, and then I left to look at another thing, and now I have lost.
I have them in a like their own thing.
Yeah, I've only got the main book open. There we go. Stunt, gameplay, action, counters. Where'd you go? I'm definitely doing lightning attack. I know that.
Uh-huh. You still have things like skirmish, guardian angel, take cover, duck and weave, momentum, adrenaline rush,
Yeah.
hinder. Well, that's the grappling. Overwatch, precision marksmanship, ricochet,
action
short
stuff.
burst.
There we are.
Strafe, suppressive. Oh, those are all automatic. Okay.
Yeah. I am going to use.
Your abilities to save my ass.
I mean, definitely doing that, but actually, yeah, I'll use Guardian Angel for the last point. So if Sloan would take damage on the next anytime before my next turn, I'm gonna absorb 1 point of that damage to me.
Okay.
As I like jostle in front of her to try and keep her out of the way. But I'm also making 2 pistol attacks against this guy.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
1.
Same exact.
Oh,
with more
Jesus.
stun points.
God.
Okay.
He's gonna die in one
definitely-
turn.
I'm definitely lightning attacking again because these are stunt points generated from different rolls, so that is
Yes.
allowed.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna make a total of 3 attacks. My next 2 can't generate stunt points though. That's
Yes.
Okay.
important to know. And now I am going to also spend 2 points on overcome toughness, which
Okay.
is going to have this guy's toughness against this attack. And then 1 point on yeah. 1 point on Overwatch, so he takes a penalty to
-1.
hit.
Yeah.
Okay, and now let me make those other 2 pistol attacks before I roll damage.
Got it.
13. The stunt points don't matter because this isn't actually generating. And 16.
Okay. So they all hit.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah, it's really easy to hit in the Expanse game. The game, like the whole thing is very easy to hit. The question
And we're
is,
fairly point blank.
yeah, the question is more toughness. Can you just shrug off the bullets, that kind of thing?
Yeah. It's worth noting that Cass has been using a Kilo's pistol as his primary pistol.
Yeah.
It has armor piercing.
So
And
it
on the
overcomes
first-
armor.
Yep, and on the first attack, I'm cutting the guy's toughness in half. So I'm gonna roll my 3 damages.
Okay.
1,
Oh God.
2, 3.
18.
Okay.
So,
So the
25
25.
total damage, applying 2.5 toughness.
Is he dead?
So okay. So the first attack is ignoring his toughness, and they all ignore his armor, right?
They all, I think armor piercing ignores a certain amount of armor. It's a weapon quality. 1 more. Thank you, everybody, for being patient while we get back into how some of
Combat.
these things work. Tool qualities and flaws. Armor piercing. Reduce toughness bonus of armor by 2.
Okay. So it reduces by 2, and then
So yeah, reduce his armor by 2 and then cut his toughness in half for the first one, and then all the other ones just reduce his armor by 2.
Okay. So reduces by 2, and then his toughness by half. Got it.
Toughness by half for the first shot. For the second and third shot, his armor or his toughness is not cut in half.
Okay. So. So the first one
Math.
is math is trying to do this. Okay. Okay, so that's total. Okay. The second one is just armor piercing, so it's. And then. Okay. Yeah, you. So here's how this plays out in my head. Sloane walked into the room. Turns around, looks up, and goes. The guy.
Oh shit.
Guy reaches over to pull the trigger. She sees this, kicks off, turns off her mag boots, kicks off, grabs the muzzle, tries to throw the gun away. He kind of reacts, but in the meantime, she kicks off the edge. He tries to fire at her, barely missing her because Fortune, the way it works is it's like Drake's Fortune, and you don't actually hit anything. It's just you're spending your luck to not get hit.
Yeah, you're spending fortune for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he wildly sprays, and as he sprays, Cass turns around, kicks, looking up with Kilo's pistol, and fires 3 times, all of which kind of just like bounce off of his armor, but like definitely causing him to wince and kind of prevent from happening. All right, now it's your turn, Sloane.
Okay. All right, sweet. So she is going to, because she's already like kind of had her hands out. Because I imagine she had she kind of tried to knock it with like her arm. So she has like a pistol in her hand. So she's just shoot. Essentially. And then from where she is,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I got a 16.
That hits.
Okay, and then let me find my weapon for damage. Pistols, where are you at? There you are, buddy. There's your pistol. Roll for damage. Submit. 10.
Okay. Okay. So you're chipping away at his fortune. So you fire, you hit him, and it bounces off a little bit, bounces off his armor. You can see like little sparks pop up as it hits off the armor. Now he turns to. Gosh, he's got 2 people in the room now, and he's trying to.
Yeah, and one was a much bigger threat than the other so far. I'm just saying, he's really, really scary.
You know what? He's gonna push himself off the roof. He's gonna kick reorient himself, push himself off the roof to get down, and grab in the process grab a handle and try to get out of the now open door. So he's trying to run away. Let me make him do a free fall check for this one though. Say free fall of, because this is gonna be challenging.
I have to walk off camera just 1 second, but I got you all in my ears.
Sure. Well, we might take a break here because you've been ruined for an hour or so. So, Gibbs up, kicks off, goes around. He tries to grab the handle, but misses it, and then bounces his helmet off of the floor and tries to reorient himself in an attempt to get away. Cass, you're up.
All right. Since I'm in transit right now, my goal now is to do like the somersault roll so that my feet are towards the opposite wall, so that when I get there, I can kick off again. And I'm just going like right at him.
Okay, free fall check, and then the rest of it.
Yep. Free fall, submit.
So difficulty 13.
Okay. Submit.
Okay. So.
I really want this to work. So I'm going to spend the 4 fortune to change the first die to a 4.
Okay. So it's a total of 14. Okay. No, 13.
Well, it's
exactly
13. I make it exactly.
Exactly.
But
okay.
I do get 1 stunt point.
Yes. You get 1 stunt point, and you also increase the churn. So.
Yep. It's my job.
Yeah. All right.
My job to fight it.
and then I shoot.
Okay, shoot. Give me the shot. Give me the shooty shoot. 13. That hits. Roll me some damage.
Okay. Just double checking something because I just realized I have the gunfighter thing, which just means I get a +1 to attack and damage roll.
Yay!
Yep.
Look at you.
I don't know if that's been being worked in or not because it doesn't make me actually. Oh no, it does. Accuracy pistols. Okay, I'm sure that's been worked in then. Submit. Nope, that's the wrong button. Need damage. Roll for damage. Hooga. 9.
Okay. And this is the Kilo's pistol, right?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna, for ease of doing business, I'm just gonna put the 1 back into the churn to flop out the
Got it.
difference. Net zero it.
All right. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. And now it is your turn, Sloan. He's trying to make a break for it.
Okay. Yeah. How far away did it get, like distance-wise? Him and Cass.
So Cass is on the other side of the room. He's kicked off.
Okay, so they're still in the room.
Yeah, the guy.
He didn't make it out of the room because he missed his cool monkey bar swing. He was
That's right. That's right. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna basically I think I'm just gonna. What's the status of his weapon? Does he still have his weapon?
He still has his weapon on him. Yeah.
Okay, and is he is his back to me? What's going on here?
So if you're standing still, it looks like he's doing a headstand because his helmet's on the ground, his back is arched a little bit, and his feet are in the air, from your perspective on the floor.
Punch him in the
dick. So I'm still like, because I'm no longer with Mav boots, but I figure I'm still kind of close. Like I didn't go super far away.
No, yeah.
But
from what you said is you turned off your mag boots.
You went up.
You grabbed it and tried to throw it, and then reactivated your mag boots after using that momentum, and so you went back down, but it didn't quite work. So you still have your mag boots on, as last I heard. So if you want to turn your mag boots off, you can.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have them on.
Okay.
But I'm actually going to like try to do something a little specific. I really want to disarm him. I don't necessarily want to kill him, because I obviously, like, at some point might want to ask questions about who the hell he is and why he's here and why he just shot first without like talking. But it is space. I can't blame him. But I'm gonna specifically try to shoot, to do a shot at his hand to disarm him.
Okay, give me a shot. And if you get stunt points, you can use the disarm.
I know I can like call the shot better or something, but that's kind of my goal.
Gotcha.
Is to disarm him with a shot.
So I don't know if we want to use it. There actually is a mechanic in place for this. Which is you declare you're going to make a stunt attack.
Oh yeah,
and
if
you succeed, the attack generates 1 stunt point for free, which wouldn't be enough for disarm. Yeah, but you don't do any damage. But you get the 1 free stunt point if you succeed, and then you can. Yeah.
So you would get 1 free if you wanted to do that. If you want to do the stunt points, you can. But you would, because you're not trying to do damage, you're just trying to get him disarmed, right, Sloan?
Yeah.
So what you could do,
gun, though.
Yeah, what you could do is you can do the stunt attack. You get 1 free, and with that roll, you could use fortune. I think you have to spend 6 fortune to change the 1 die to 6, so you can get a total of 3 drama die.
Okay.
And I want to see general combat stunts.
I believe disarm is 2.
Yeah, I think it's 2. It's technically melee, but I'm thinking, is it like cool that I use it in this context?
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if there's another version of that, which is called shot. Yeah, called shot.
Called shot. Okay, there we go.
That's 4 stunt points. But I guess you could do is you could change that first die to a 6 using 6 CP, and then increase the drama die, or 6
fortune.
It's fortune.
You'd have to spend a total of 12 fortune to do what you're suggesting, Paul.
Yes.
Yeah, that gets kind of hairy.
Do that. Also, cold shot technically only just makes the attack become penetrating, so
yeah, so disarm is just fine.
Okay.
So I'll just spend 6 fortune, right, to get it for that.
Yeah, 6 fortune.
Okay, cool. Let me find my fortune. I am down to 9 fortune. And yeah, that's the goal there.
Then we'll do a fighting opposed check still, just because it's just for the sake of saying it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a modifier though.
I got a 14. Roll like crap, Paul. Roll like crap, Paul. Roll like crap, Paul.
Yep.
God damn it, Paul. God damn it, Paul. God damn it, Paul. Wait, is that an 18 or a 10? Oh,
10.
I'm like, no, not an 18.
So, you ready your shot, you fire, and you hit his hand, and as he's kind of there, his hand kind of releases his the rifle.
Reflexes,
reflexes as it goes off, and the rifle is now floating, kind of like a little floating away from him a little bit. Roll 1d6 to see how far it goes, plus strength.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Okay, 1d6 plus strength. My strength is 1, so I'm just gonna do that like straight up. Roll 1d6 plus 1. 7.
7. So it goes 7. I think it's meters, as they say.
Yeah.
7 meters away. So.
Toward Cass. It
is your choice. Yeah. Towards Cass.
It's gonna go toward Cass. He's just gonna catch it all cool. He didn't have to move. It just comes to him.
All right.
Magically.
So the guy then, seeing in his arm, he's kind of disarmed, and he's in a bad position. He's going to kick off, kind of readjust himself, kick off towards Sloane, and try to grab her. He's actually going to try to. He's going to try to do a grappling check for. Human shield.
Oh, what a dick.
Yeah.
Well, he'll need to generate stunt points to make that happen. So.
Yes, that's why he's going to do a stunt attack. So for this, which is
fuck him and the ship he rode in on.
It's going to be a fighting check.
Do I need to give you an opposing check?
Well, he has to do it first. He has to be able to hit you first.
Okay, yeah, I know, but
yeah. Nope.
Yeah, he sucks. He sucks at this.
He
does not
kicks
lift.
off. He kicks off and tries to grab you, but you're like you have your boots on, so you just kind of step sideways. Yeah. You kind of just step sideways, and his head goes straight into the wall again with a clang.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to just basically put my foot on him and hold him down. Because he is clearly a very weak man.
Well, it's up to Cass. It's Cass's turn next, and then you can go.
Okay, yeah. I'll let Cass
So I
do it.
am gonna try to super cool grab the gun and just I assume it has a sling on it. I'm just gonna try and as part of the motion I'm already in, just sling the gun over my shoulder with my offhand.
Give me a free fall check for that. Difficulty 12.
You can do it. I believe in you. Yeah, you can do that. Oh my god, you're just
Jesus.
You've got to stop putting it back into the turn because you were generating loads of stunt points.
Well, that roll, that's the kind of thing that wouldn't generate stunt points. For,
gotcha.
Use.
Gotcha.
But now I get to try to shoot the guy.
Yeah. Go for it.
What's she need?
Secret. Yeah,
Lord.
that's gonna hit.
You hit. You definitely hit. Yeah.
Oh, this poor guy. I almost feel bad for him.
Damage.
Almost.
Okay, 9 again.
Um.
So if we get to the point where he no longer has fortune, then he has to start soaking this to take injuries.
Yes.
Which
Are we there yet, Paul? Are we there yet,
Nope.
Paul?
Nope.
He's a hoss.
Oh, well, y'all are level 5 now, so I'm throwing enemies which aren't
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
bosses anymore. All right, now you're up. Sloan.
Sloan. Okay, that's who I am. That's
You want
me.
to you want to try to grapple him?
No, but I have the baton.
Well,
I'm just
just
gonna whack him with it. It's gonna be it's not your purse. I'm just gonna sit there and whack him.
Stun baton.
Yeah, because I want to stun him at this point, and I have a light weapon specialization.
Do it. Roll me
And
that
it's an
light
easy to
weapon.
pull. It's an easy to it clips off of my hip. I got the pistol in one hand and that in the other. Is switch him, but I didn't do good, so
Nope.
it's fine.
You did not hit him.
He doesn't have a gun, so I'm not really super scared of him right now. I'm okay, guy. There's two of
Okay.
us and one of you.
He's gonna try to grapple you once more.
he's
really
scrabbling up
he's
off the
he's
floor.
really into me. He's super into me.
All right.
I used to wrestle, so anytime somebody called grappling, I'm
There we go.
I'm pretty good at that.
But he's not able to.
He doesn't get the 3 points that he needs.
There's about 3 points that he needs. So he's basically he kind of
He just
readjusts
holding
himself,
on to me,
and
We're just kinda-
grabs onto your arm and is trying to pull onto you, and you're just kind of yeah.
So
Do our helmets knock?
if
Yeah.
this was a stunt attack that he was trying to do, he does still get 1, which I think he
Yes.
can use to grab her.
Yes.
Yeah, he can grapple her, which is an opposed fighting roll, and if
Alright.
if
So
he
I-
wins, then they both take -2 to their defense until the beginning.
Okay, so I need to roll a fight check
Fighting. Yep. Opposed
Okay.
fighting.
just to see if he has a hold of me. He has a hold of me.
Nope. They're tied.
Wait, what?
You tied. You only got
Oh.
11.
You
I
tied,
got
and
2
you got
points.
the higher on the drama dice. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
so I win, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yay.
So, yeah.
I'm just
you're able-
if you
he's
want to
just-
make out with me, we need to go into a ship.
If you win, they can't move from where they are in the next turn. Boot both in your turn. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's it. Now it is Cass. You're up.
I kind of wanted him to win, so he would be at -2 defense.
Yeah.
So at this point, I figure I'm probably like about to cross where they're at.
Yeah.
So I am going to essentially try to grab onto his shoulder. This just thematically. I'm not trying to do a grapple attack, but just like grab onto his shoulder to slow myself down as I like bring my pistol into his helmet.
We're like gonna, we're just gonna have a bad guy sandwich now.
I am trying to make strawberry jam in this man's helmet.
Give me a free fall check first to make sure you don't fuck it up.
Yeah, go for it, buddy. You can do this.
Okay, 10.
You fuck it up.
Okay.
So
I don't catch him.
You don't catch him. So I'm going to give you a bit of a negative penalty to this because you're also flying past him and trying to readjust. So it's only a -1 to hit him though. So.
Okay. I can already shoot on the move, so. Get -1 for this. Submit. Secrets. I'm pretty sure I'm still good.
And you generate some points. Lightning attack. I know. I know. So go for it. Go for it.
I want to use lightning attack, but I am instead going to use knockout.
Okay.
If my target has lost half or more of their fortune,
they
are unconscious. As long as my damage exceeds their toughness. So I do still have to roll damage.
Yes.
But
you count out their armor, so.
Yeah.
It was down by 2.
9.
Yes.
So,
yes.
All right. So I don't manage to make strawberry jelly in the man's helmet, but I do like wing it off an armored part of his helmet that just goes.
It just yeah.
And then he just like goes limp.
Yeah. And with that, we're gonna take a quick break, so we can get back to it a little bit later. Don't go anywhere.
Oh man.
We're back. All right. So we are back. You have an unconscious man outside, inside there. Let's cut to Mark real quickly while after you knocked him unconscious.
One thing before I cut, we cut Mark. I just want to go. Highland, just a heads up, no surprise, but our guests are armed. Okay, that's all.
Mark, you get a massive ping. Like the whole thing gets lit up real quickly by an active scanning going on your ship, on the whole ship, and you see the obvious source is the shadow. Did I say Panana or
the Phantom Panas?
Panas, yeah, the Phantom Panas.
The Phantom, yeah.
The Phantom Anus.
Well, it seems only fair play for me to return the ping.
Okay. Give me a perception, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's basically me scanning them back.
Mm-hmm. Aggressively scanning the back.
18?
All right,
yes,
yeah.
Yeah. Like, hey, I see you too.
Yeah. You find out that they're running hot. They've got PDCs out, which they weren't supposed to have.
Well, obviously at that point I like my PDCs.
Okay.
Guys, you might want to get back aboard. It's about to get hot.
But it's still, they're still like an hour away. But it's like you're exchanging hostilities.
Aggression stances, yeah.
Yes. All right, and let's cut to Highland. Highland, you said you wanted to try to hotwire the airlock?
I wanted to try to get the door open.
Okay.
At least at some point.
During that entire time, was there any sort of movement coming from the door or towards the door from this other ship?
Give me a perception check for that, because I know you were actively looking.
Can we take the one from before? Because it was the same sort of action. I was just...
Okay.
The one, I don't remember what I had before, though. Scroll up, free fall.
It was 15.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. Okay. So yeah, same.
I sat there and then I perception checked, and then time went by, and I'd be doing another perception check, or I can use the same one.
Yeah, if you say one. So over the time, you definitely see someone poke their head out of the view screen, kind of looking down at the wreck. It's hard for you to see if they could see you, because like the angles are a little weird, because like they're here, you're like on a rope here, and they're looking out like this direction, so you could see them, and they may see you if they see the right angle, but it's obviously they're looking out, and you can see they don't have a helmet on, they're definitely in a spacesuit, and you can hear them like talking and like holding up like some sort of receiver and like looking around and continue to talk.
Okay.
But so you only see the one person kind of flitting back and forth.
Okay, I'm going to try to get into the door. I'm not sure how I would. I would like to hotwire it, but I'm sure that's really hard to do from outside.
No, there's definitely mechanisms outside to like manually force open the door, but you have to kind of. Are you trying to do it so that you can open it easily?
Yeah. I want to get in. I want to sneak into this.
Sneak in, not like brute force your way in.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a intelligence check, and I'll let you know if you can.
Seven.
Stunt points. Would you like to spend any of those stunt points?
Oh, it's stunt points.
2 stunt points, not 4.
Yeah. 2 stunt
It's doing
points. It's doing those stuff, yeah. So any of the infiltration stunts would work.
Infiltration.
You can also do investigation.
Hmm. I think I'm going to do 2 into just a shadow.
Oh, you could also do jury rig for exploration. You find
Exploration stunt.
Exploration stunt. It's jury rig. You find or improvise a piece of equipment you need to be more effective.
Yep.
Negate any situational penalties you would suffer for lacking the proper equipment, or tests appropriate to improvisation for the next encounter.
That's it.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, I'll do that.
So, give me another intelligence check with a +2 advantage, because you're like, I know how to do this. You know, you've done something like this before. It makes sense for your background as well.
You remember the sonic screwdriver on your belt. And...
18.
Woo! Woo! Okay. Yeah. So you kind of think for a moment about it, but then once it comes to you, it's just like, it's like falling off a bike or riding a bike or hopping rocks. I don't know. Whatever the belt. Yeah.
Yeah, the belt equivalent of riding a bike.
Yeah.
It's like dodging a gravity well.
Yes.
So you easily crack open that door with some spliced wires here and there, and get the door open.
Right. The door opens up.
I take in as best I can.
0G, I think, is still, of course, there. As I float in, I then activate a button on my suit that is the emergency button.
To cycle the airlock?
Try to cycle the air.
Okay. So it happens, and the air cycles, and the inner door pops open. And you can feel the atmosphere breathing in. You also
and now I'd like to hide somewhere in their cargo bay.
Okay. Let me get I got a good...
And just listen.
And when you're done with this thing, Paul, come back to me for a sec.
Sure. Stealth is I want to say it's a dexterity. Yeah, it's a dexterity. So give me a stealth check if you have it. If not, then just dexterity.
Oh, I have it.
16.
Ooh, with
Stun
5
points.
stun points. This is definitely infiltration.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do cover my tracks. Whether I'm hacking into a network or evading the cops or infiltrating military base, you impose -2 on all future rolls to follow your trail.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to calm the waters and turn the turn down by 2.
Okay.
So I float in, and then I cycle the airlock again, so it should be back the way it was, or at least it was set up. And then I think I float over toward the door panel, and I try to quickly erase that emergency log or shut off the emergency alarm that it probably sent when I activated that system. And then I kick off of the panel that's there, and then I go hide somewhere in this.
So the ship is pretty much a big box. It's got an upper deck and a lower deck. You opened up the airlock, which has got the kind of a lower deck area, and you look up, and it's an open area where you can see like a pilot seat is up above with where the cockpit is, and so you can see pretty clearly that there's a guy who you can hear talking.
He's talking this whole time.
He's talking this whole time. You can hear through the helmet. It's hard to hear at first, but when you kind of listen in, he's saying, "They're here. I do not know why. They have PDCs active. It looks like some sort of fighting ship. I don't know if it's pirates. I don't know. Who did you piss off? Don't ask me these things. Ask that kind of thing." As he's talking over comms.
A wire
you hear
com?
one side of it though. Yeah.
I kick off of the panel that I'm near, and I spring toward him, and I take my knife out, and I cut the wire that he's on comms with.
Okay, give me a free fall and then a fighting check.
Yeah.
Free fall.
Dexterity. That's a 15.
Okay. Now give me a fighting check. Difficulty 12.
Light weapons.
Yeah, it's under
Arms, knives. Yeah.
fight. Yeah, what light weapons?
The 15.
That's fine. That's all I needed. So you kick off, you float towards him, and then as in the middle of conversation, you just like cut the line.
If I can
call.
interject, Paul, this
Yeah.
is actually the perfect time for what I wanted to do.
Okay.
If you don't
Okay.
mind me
Go for
jumping in.
Go for it.
I want to send a tight beam to that ship,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to say, if you value the lives of the crew out here, they are still alive. If you value their lives, you'll reduce speed, 0.3 G, come in and talk civilized, and put the guns away.
Okay.
Send.
So yeah, he's in the middle of conversation. While you're cutting it, and he goes, "They said what?" And now he sees that his hand thing is cut. And he turns and looks at you like right in front of him with a knife out.
Yes. Hello, Barata.
Kind of push him against her. I push him like out of the seat or off of. He's off of balance.
Yeah.
So if he's sort of like stabilized,
Yeah.
he's holding onto something, I then push him, or I let go of his, or I unclasp his hand from whatever rail he's on.
Okay.
As I just sort of like lift him up into the 0G, as I'm also in 0G, and I just go,
It's time to talk. You only need to talk to me. Eyes here.
Okay. Yeah. We'll say that fighting because he's completely caught off guard for this whole thing. So yeah, you lift him up off of his out of his area. He kind of holds his hands up and goes, "Pampa, I do not know what you want. We are here. What do you want to talk about?"
What are you doing? On this day,
Legitimate salvage.
but this is not your claim. Who else is out there?
Just the mothership.
The mothership.
Yes, the Phantom Panas.
And the Panan.
do I know of the Phantom Command?
No, you never heard of it.
Well, you get your friends off of there, you bring them back on this boat, and you go back to your Phantom Panas. This is spoken for.
I can tell them, but you just ripped off my own comms.
Very well. They will be back, and you will leave. Get ready. Fire up whatever you have to.
Yep, you got it, boss man. You got it. Just let me go.
Very well.
Yeah.
I push back into the darkness.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he immediately kind of like activates his grav boots and then just sits down his thing and starts pumping up, punching up the ship. And unlike Cass's, Mark's very very delicate thing, the whole wreck starts to shake when the things start popping up.
And then I send on my comms toward the team.
All right, so they are willing to leave. I'm in their ship. I am on that. I have one of them. They are willing to leave the claim for us.
Sounds good.
Paul, out of character question.
Yeah.
If I remember right, we only need one thing off this ship, right? Like we don't need the
Yeah.
whole.
Well, 1.5 things.
Well,
What is
There
so,
was the crate, and there's a locket or something that we're supposed to get.
So I'm gonna suggest that you guys expedite the retrieval of what we need and come back.
Well, I'm certainly walking around with this guy in front of me, human shield style now.
just strapped to your body as your like the
I've
double
got him like
parachute style.
scruffed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of like hanging out.
Can
I
you
guess
change
while
his
you're
speed?
while you're doing that, I'll actually be focused on finding those things. Like while you kind of deal with him.
Well,
Okay.
it's time to head to the cargo bay.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's ship arrived.
we lost the Paul.
Yeah, we're back.
Alright.
Did they change speed at all, Paul, or still full?
Uh,
band?
They do seem to reduce speed a little bit.
As soon as they start slowing down speed, I put my PDCs away to see if they mimic that.
They don't seem to mimic that.
Okay, then I send them another more terse warning.
Give me a communications check for this
Giving
one.
you-
This is because you're trying to
Sure.
convince them.
Yeah, and 13.
What are you saying?
I'm saying this is your last chance if you want the rest of your crew to remain alive. We're willing to release them and leave this salvage behind to you. But you will need to reduce speed 0.3 G and put those PDCs away.
Okay. They reduce speed and then they put their PDCs away for that one.
Okay. Then I tell our crew, I bought you guys some time, but hurry it up.
All right. What I'm gonna do now is grab the guy's little wrist pad. I want to see what frequency they're on.
They're on. You can get their frequency pretty easily. Yeah.
All right. All right. I tell Sloan that I'm gonna do this, but I'm switching frequencies,
Okay.
and I switch over. This is Lennox Cassidy of the Actium. To anyone on this channel, your friend here's taking a nap. Our friend has taken your ship. And we don't want to fight anymore. There's a couple of things we need to get off this ship. You can have the rest. Let's just all play nice.
There's this long pause before you hear, "What do you want, partner?"
One crate. Identifying marker such and such.
I believe it was XGT 6743.
XGT 6743, and off of a single crew member, a locket matching this description.
Another pause for a moment. You come down, no guns, to the down one deck from where you are now. We'll talk.
Understood? If anything goes wrong, your friend becomes soup.
Understood. Sloan, are you going with them?
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
camera's off, by the way.
So yeah, I know. I'm turning it back on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go down, but this time I'll let him play point man while I kind of play float man.
Okay. So both of you give me free fall checks.
Okay. And free fall is dexterity?
Yes, dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks, y'all.
And Paul, I'm constantly monitoring their speed in case they try to, we slowed down and speed up again.
Mm-hmm.
10.
Sorry, I got into that. There it is. And boom, boom.
And I hand Sloan a Kilo's pistol. By the way.
Okay.
I'm negotiating in good faith here.
So you both descend the stairs, the ladder. I guess you have your lights on now, or no?
Yeah, lights on.
As you descend, you see three figures in suits who are kind of floating. Like one of them's got a hand on like a grab. They have guns on them. Like there's like,
but they're not
assault
in their
rifles,
hands.
like that are like on slings, but they're like around their backs.
Yeah, I come down with the one gun that I took from the guy, like
Mhm.
held out in front of me sideways, like clearly not in a position for me to fire it.
Yeah.
And as when I see them and like sort of reach the landing, I just push it off towards them.
Okay. You hear over comms. Why do you want this locket?
Just doing a job for an employer.
Who's your employer?
Inigo such and such. I forget the guy's last name.
Inigo
Montoya.
Montoya. His
I have
name
that
is Inigo Langley.
Inigo Langley. He had a funding interest in this ship, let's say.
We also had a funding interest in this ship. That's why
Who?
we took it out.
And got no
Who?
qualms with you or that. I'm after 2 pieces of salvage.
Sloan, you asking who?
Yeah, I'm asking who they work for. Since they've mentioned it.
We work for ourselves.
She just nods.
Admirable.
It's dangerous out in the black, especially when you're on the float.
100%. Wouldn't make any argument otherwise. And again, not trying to take your score. Just have 2 things we need, and we're out of your hair.
Unfortunately, I want that crate. It's very valuable to me too.
How valuable?
More valuable than the man you're holding.
More valuable than your getaway vessel? More valuable than the Phantom Panace, which is on its way, with our guns aimed right at it?
Well, I can tell you this, Brutner. I got no problem going down in a hail of gunfire and exploding so the entire system knows we are here, unless we walk out with this crate. So, I'm a reasonable man. I'm not here to get myself killed. But I really want something in return.
We can talk.
I need you to get me in contact with Mr. Langley.
I can certainly deliver a message and provide him a number to reach you at.
No. I don't need you to play matchmaker. I need you to guarantee me a conversation with Mr. Langley.
Face to face, on Tycho, no guns.
In 2 weeks.
All right. You can come with me when we deliver the crate.
I'm not coming on your ship, Brutner.
No, we'll meet at Tycho. We'll depart from the cargo bay. Everyone on their own footing.
All right. This is good. He kind of kicks the crate towards you. It's in 0G, kind of floats towards you.
I'd check the crate to ensure that it's actually the crate that we're looking for.
It is the crate you're looking for.
Can I peek inside of it? Or is it really
big?
big?
You're trying to open it. I mean, I think specifically Langley said don't look in it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear that. So yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I won't look in it then.
Don't suppose you know where that locket is?
he kind of looks down, reaches into one of his pouches and picks it up, looks at it, and tosses it at you. It was more sentimental for me anyways.
Appreciate it. I've got no love for Langley. This is just a job. I'm happy to get you in a room with him. I catch it and tuck it into a suit pouch pocket.
Then he makes it very, very clear. I want to be very, very clear on this. Now, you leave. I never see you again. Well, I see you in 2 weeks. We never met here. No one knows anything. Sasuke?
Yeah. No, just 2 ships passing in the black.
Sasa, let's go.
He nods
Highland.
and then... Okay.
Yeah, we switch frequencies so we can talk to Highland.
Yeah. Highland, we've got what we came for. We're returning to the Actium.
What do I do?
Stop scaring the shit out of a pilot and meet us at the ship.
Very well.
I guess we end up giving that guy back.
Oh yeah.
Unless we want another.
Or no, yeah.
Unless you have another stray that you want.
Yeah.
We'll leave him in the airlock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Insurance, I'm sure you understand.
You smell like a cop.
Well, Once upon a lifetime.
And no one when I see one. He kind of does this like kind of mock salute and goes, "Good luck to you, Actium."
See you in 2 weeks.
You guys disengage, grab everything you're supposed
Yeah.
to?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I also like once we switch back to other comms, I get on with Highland, and I'm like, "Hey Highland, how quickly do you think you could put the tracker on that gunboat or that ship's boat?"
Our tracker.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bit.
All right.
Sure how.
Well, we'll have a few minutes while we do cargo transfer, and
Oh, I can do that. If you get the yes, I can do it. I'll see you.
we've got time. And then I like Jata, get ready to spoof the Actium signals on that tracker, and let's get it off the damn ship.
Jata comes back and says, "Why do I got to do it? Why can't you do it?"
You've seen me touch computers, Jata. Just do it.
I can do it.
Fine, I will do it. All right, and I'm gonna roll for Jata, but I know he will pretty easily do it.
Yeah.
Jata.
When we get back on the ship, I take off my wig because it's just, and it's a bitch wig.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know, you could have just said Sloan wasn't wearing the wig. It's been a while.
You know, Paul, I tried, Paul, and then it just, my head hurts from it, so.
All right. Where is his cryptography? Whoop. Where are you? There you are. Boom. Boom. I just said boom. Yeah, he does it.
Yeah.
No, just to
And
go
he'll cover
all
his
sorts of
tracks.
things.
We all know
yeah,
that.
Yes. All right. So, he manages to spoof the stuff. You manage to get back to the ship, but now you're in the ship. How are you going to get the tracker from your ship to the boat?
So Highland hasn't made his way back yet.
No, he's still in
So
the
my-
boat.
Yeah.
I think
My
Highland.
thinking is I would go to pick up Highland.
So
Okay.
are we doing a cargo transfer from the Phantom Pinata to the Actium?
No, we're taking the crate that we need from the salvage.
Yes.
And then while we are here and this gunboat is here, the hope is to put the tracker on the gunboat.
So right now we're docking to the salvage boat.
We're docked to the salvage ship now, and
Salvage
I'm
ship.
thinking I'm going to spacewalk to you with the tracker, since you've got a lay of the land on the ship's boat, so that you can try and stash it before we head out.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'm going to be taking the guy to their airlock to make good
Got
on
it.
my deal.
Got it. All right. So you're making it like you can put the
Like a handoff. Yeah.
So
Like
you make
passing
an
the
excuse,
baton.
the excuse as to why you are in the in their why you're going to their ship with the tracker. Got it.
Yeah, is to drop off their unconscious man in their airlock like I promised.
Okay. So you go back, do the transfer pretty quickly, but I need you to do a free fall check to EVA with the unconscious dude out that way.
I mean, I'm mag boot walking around to
Okay.
start. Like I have no need to do this on the float.
Okay. But yeah, give me a free fall check
And then-
when you disengage, when you're pulling yourself up by the
Yeah,
rope.
12.
Okay, that's enough. So you get to the airlock. You have the tracker, because remember the tracker was pretty easy, mobile. It was just a tube. It wasn't like, tied into any systems. And you get into the airlock, or I should say, you get to the airlock, and I think Highland can easily cycle the airlock from the inside. But Highland, you're supposed to. I think you're looking for a place to hide the tracker on that ship. Give me a perception, whatever, seeing, hearing, whatever you want.
Seeing it's going to be.
16.
With some points if you want to use them.
Infiltration, I assume?
Yes.
I will.
Or investigation, actually.
Either one.
What about exploration?
You do exploration too.
I will jury rig.
Okay.
Which is probably going to be my favorite thing to do from here on out. And
Speed Demon is also kind of cool, or if an infiltration stunts, obviously there's either cover your tracks or high tech hustle.
yeah, I only have 5 though, right? Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
so
I
if
can't cover my tracks. Oh wait, no,
well,
I can.
cover
I'll
your
jury.
tracks is
Yeah,
3, yeah.
yeah, I'll jury
Yeah.
rig and cover my tracks. I thought jury
Okay.
rigs was 3. Yeah, I'll jury rig
So
and cover my tracks.
describe what you jury rig to hide this thing, just so we can get cool visuals.
So, how was it on our ship? It was just
It-
sort of this cylinder that was sort of, in my mind, it's cylinder and just taped to the wall.
Yeah,
but
it was like
but I'm sure it's.
it was among some boxes. It was like taped to like a support beam that was around some boxes.
Okay. I will sort of do the same thing. But I think there's like maybe a cargo fork that lifts some of the cargo crates, but it's sort of stationary. It has a rotating axis. It doesn't move like around like a forklift, but it is a forklift that pivots. And I think I'm gonna go over to the housing and I'm gonna with my knife pop open a panel and I'm gonna stick it inside there, and I'm going to forcefully bend the panel back. It's gonna of course have dings across the side of it because I forced it open with a knife. But I think prying that mount open is going to then, I'm going to tuck it into that thing and then close it. It's still going to have evidence to it being there, but you'd have to, of course, need to get to the other side and then look at it. No one's ever going to do that. But
Got
it
it.
is tucked away and hidden inside that forklift thing.
Okay. All right.
That's
That
going
sounds
to be,
good.
or like a cargo arm. It's going to be tucked in a panel of that. But like I said, if you do look at it, there's going to be like flashing
marks.
and dings across the side of it because I just used my knife to pry it open. But I'm gonna. It's probably gonna take the entire time of this cargo lifting scene to probably stow it in there.
Stow in there.
Yeah.
All right. You're able to
And
do
he's
the
gonna try to
transfer.
cover it up with
Yeah.
his boxes and strap it back, but that's what he's gonna do.
All right.
Take
And
more time
I
than
like
needed.
drag the dude up to where the chairs are, and I'm like bolting him in, sort of as just as distraction. Like
Yeah.
take it, being
The
more
pilot-
idiotic about it.
Put
than
him
I
on
should.
their auto dock.
The
Yeah.
pilot looks at you and goes. It looks at his friend and goes, "Is he dead?"
If he was dead, I wouldn't be taking the time to put him in a seatbelt.
Oh, yeah, it makes sense. I don't know. I've seen some sick fucks before.
No, if I wanted him dead, he'd be dead. He's just napping, and I lean in and I just tap him on the tap his helmet and be like, sleep well.
All right. Well, that's the success. You're able to kind of get out of the way and EVA. We're just going to kind of wrap that up for a little bit. You get
Yep.
back to the Actium. Are y'all just going to push off and keep going, or are you going to stick around? Because the Phantom Panas is still a ways away.
I mean, I see no reason to stick around. We've got a Martian to save.
Yep.
Sloan, you're the captain.
So
Yeah, let's go.
So you undock with everyone aboard, your quarry secured, and push off towards Europa. I'm going to end the
and I
episode.
do a nice
with
fancy
that.
spin of the ship right there, and
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then the credits.
Press.
Yeah, deal.
All right, let's favorite moment of the episode. Let's start with you, Buster, since you're the last person to introduce yourself.
I think that my favorite moment was honestly like Highland's whole Where he cut the comm and then he's telling the guy to like, dude,
Yeah.
Highland's not a big picture guy. He's an in a moment kind of guy. So I'm
Hey, boys, you come back.
realizing more and
I
more.
would.
I think that's like honestly that moment to me, like when the guy tells. Well, I would tell them, but like that's like the definitive moment for your character. That like if
Oh,
somebody
totally.
needs like a 2-minute clip of who your character is, that's the clip.
And then he's just not responding. Just I would, and I'm like, eh.
And also honorary mention your whole plan about how you were gonna do the thing at the beginning. Like this, just yeah, I'll just like I'm thinking of a kid like when they're like somebody they know is like rolling down the street in a car and they like hold on to the thing while they're on a skateboard or some skates.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
actually Back to the Future.
Yeah. So there you go. That's my favorite moments.
Myth, your favorite moment.
My favorite moment, I'm gonna have to say, was probably lancing myself towards the salvage operation. 0G. That was pretty cool. But I do also. There's like a subtle. I did enjoy just sort of waiting out by the door while a bunch of combat was happening, and like
Yeah.
there was a conflict that was going on. I'm like waiting for something to happen, but like meanwhile, like camera cut, smash cut to action, and then smash cut to Highland,
Yeah.
just sort of waiting by the door.
Waiting for, yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
Back to the conflict, and then
Yeah.
Is it not a time to go?
and sort of just like, yeah, I just really enjoyed that sort of the duality of that moment. But yeah, I think that was it.
All right. Drone's favorite moment.
I'm getting really sick of giving it to Myth, so
Yeah, don't give it to me.
that really was an impressive part of it. But I think honestly, overall, it was just the whole arc that we took of being in a violent situation and then talking it back to a less than violent situation is what I really enjoyed, and that happened both with me and with Cass. And like, we're here, we could throw down, we could, but we didn't.
Yeah,
We sort of
Cass did
all
a
went
good
our
job.
separate ways, and then did what we could, and then we all came back, which was really cool. Because I'm like, I cut the cord to the comms, like by sneaking in, not telling you all that I'm doing it, sneaking in and cutting the cord, and then talking to the pilot, and then while you send the comms being like, hey, guess what, we're here, and then like it was just really kind of cool how it all like everything fell into place while we all went off to do our thing.
Everybody was like a definite like cog in this of today's machine, like in a good way,
Unspoken cogs,
a very A-team. I love it when a plan comes together moment.
Well, that was literally what I was gonna say, Paul.
Yeah.
Like,
go ahead,
because that's my favorite moment. Is just I love it when a plan comes together. We got the salvage we wanted,
all in under an hour.
We're very likely to end up in a situation where we either have this cool new sub enemy in terms of Inigo Langley, or we're no longer in debt to Inigo Langley for like throwing us a bone with this job. Either way, it works out for us. We got the tracker off the ship while we were at the salvage area, which was the whole thing. So it's like nobody died. And I got to use lightning attack. So
we checked all the boxes today.
Yeah, this episode went. It could not have gone better, and I can't wait to see how it goes wrong later.
There's the thing called the churn.
Yes.
Well, how about the roller coaster the churn's been on today, though?
Yeah, y'all have been very, very careful with it.
Yeah.
Not me.
Cool. We should have a churn meter on the overlay.
We need.
That would be cool.
Ooh,
yeah.
Honestly,
I can do a churn meter.
But then we would see it, like
and then we would be able to see it too. Yeah.
Well, we should. The churn tracker is, I think, supposed to be visible to the players.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure on that.
Whatever. Even if
it'll add a nice little flavor to it. Because I'll say right now that back and forth, you've managed to. You still have 3 on the churn. You started with 3 on the churn. You ended with 3 on the churn. When it reaches, when he reaches 10, it goes bad. But
the fact that like we'll be able to see it will also help me move toward it, because there's gonna be times where it's gonna be like 8 or 9, and I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, I'm gonna
Fuck it.
keep doing stunts.
I'm right there with you. I am 100%. I feel like the where we have the graduated marks on the side of this screen where it says
Yeah,
I
that
was
would
just
be
about to
sweet.
say
Yeah.
that would be
Yeah.
perfect.
That'd be
perfect
really
place
good.
for it.
I will try to talk with
Darsh.
Darsh about that. But I will say my favorite moment of this whole episode was the image of Sloane, because I know Sloane just doesn't really do guns very well. So the image of Sloane's just being like, "I'm gonna take your gun. No, you're not." And then constantly just like trying to wrestle with this guy.
Fixating on disarming him to the point where she just sort of like, okay, fine, pop.
Fuck it, boom. Yeah. And just
Well, I
jab
got
him.
what I wanted now. Yeah.
Meanwhile, ping pong ball casts.
Yeah, it's like a John Woo movie in 0G, you know, with like rolling and tucking and flying and all these sorts of things. It was
I
great.
need to
It was
use
great.
my improvisation skill more often so it can be more like a Jackie Chan film.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh hell yeah! When in doubt, improvisation skill.
I never use my talents. Like, I need to use them. That's something I gotta like put in my brain for the next few sessions.
And we even got to get a Jata roll in there in honor
Yes.
of Meyer.
All right, y'all.
Daddy rope me.
Insurrection.
Thank you for watching. Everybody's watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe if you like more. So your comments down below helps support and helps spread the word. If you're watching this on Twitch, thank you for watching this live. It helps out a lot. We do this every Saturday, or we're trying to do it every Saturday for the next couple of weeks, at 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. UTC. You can join us live at twitch.tv/theastropub or youtube.com/thespicemustroll to watch this live. So thank you so much. And like I say every time, hope to see you someday in the black.